There are a lot of parts of my childhood that feel blurry. Some memories are clear, but most of them feel foggy. Like I can remember the fear, the tension, and the sadness more than I can remember the exact timelines. I was really young when a lot of this happened, so some details are pieced together from what I personally remember and what I was told later by my family. My parents were never married. My mom had me when she was still in high school, and my dad was mostly out of my life after I was about 1 year old. He came back around when I was 4 or 5, and that was around the same time he married my stepmother. For this story, I'm calling her Agatha. And honestly, that's when some of my earliest core memories start. One of the biggest memories I have is what I call the dog door. Agatha would leave me home alone when I was about 6 years old. I would get off the bus and walk home by myself. Now, walking home from the bus stop by itself might not sound shocking. A lot of kids do that. But the real issue was that my dad believed Agatha was picking me up, and she was lying about it. When I got home, I couldn't just walk in through the front door. Most of the time, I had to go around to the backyard, open the gate, get past the dogs, and crawl through the doggy door to get inside the house. And sometimes the inside blocker would be down, so I couldn't even get in. So I would just sit outside, alone, in the heat, waiting for an adult to come home. Usually, Agatha got there first, because my dad worked late most nights. I was also threatened into staying quiet about it. Agatha told me that if I told my mom or my dad that I was being left home alone, I would never see my sisters again. And as a little kid, that worked. I loved my dad. I loved my sisters. So I stayed quiet. That became a pattern. Fear, silence, and being forced to lie. Eventually, I did call my mom one day because I was scared. I don't remember every detail perfectly, but I do remember that something happened. Maybe someone came to the door, maybe I accidentally burned something, but whatever it was, it scared me badly enough that the truth finally came out. Another memory that has always stuck with me is one of my birthday parties. Both sides of my family were there, and even though I was just a kid, I could feel the tension. My mom's family was on one side, and my dad's family was on the other. It felt divided, and I didn't fully understand why at the time. Later, I was told that some people on my dad's side had already started distancing themselves from Agatha because early on, after marrying my dad, she was already trying to talk to me like she was my mother. At that party, I got my pants dirty while I was playing. I was just being a kid. Agatha pulled me aside and started talking to me harshly about getting dirty. My mom was right there, by the way. I remember starting to cry a little because I didn't understand why I was in trouble for just playing and having fun, especially from a woman I barely knew. And instead of comforting me, Agatha got onto me for crying too. My mom stepped in and told me I was okay, that I wasn't in trouble, and that I could go back to playing. That memory has stayed with me for a long time, because it was one of the first times I remember feeling like someone was being cruel to me in a way that didn't make sense, and it didn't stop there. Agatha would call me names when I was very young, things like fat and ugly. She would say things that crushed my spirit when I was only 4 or 5 years old, and the verbal abuse didn't stay in childhood. It continued as I got older as well. Then, at around 7, the physical violence started. One memory I remember clearly happened after we were leaving Agatha's parents' house. We were walking out of their house, and I was carrying a bunch of books, bags, and other things in my hands. Agatha was already angry at me, yelling about a bad grade or something school-related. The car was parked at the bottom of a small hill near the front of the house. As we were walking down, she got so upset that she shoved me. I fell. Everything I was carrying dropped onto the ground, and I rolled a little bit down the slope. I remember being shocked more than anything, because no one had pushed me like that before. I got up, picked up all my things while crying, and got into the car. And once we were both inside, she immediately switched up and told me not to tell anyone. She said she was sorry. She would repeat both of those things the entire ride home. That kind of thing is confusing when you're a child. Someone hurts you, then tells you not to talk about it, then apologizes, and you don't even know how to process what just happened. At first, I didn't tell anyone. But eventually, after more yelling and more verbal abuse, I told my mom. There's another piece to all of this that matters too. When my dad was out of my life, my grandma had apparently tried to convince my mom to get my dad to sign away his parental rights. My mom didn't do it at first because she felt bad. From what I understand, he probably would have signed. But later, after he got married and Agatha was in the picture, my mom finally sent the paperwork, and then suddenly he refused. From what I was told, Agatha pushed him not to sign, because if they got more custody than my mom, they would get paid. That says a lot. When I look back at all these memories together, the dog door, the lies, the threats, the name-calling, the pushing, the forced silence, what stands out most is that I was just a little kid trying to survive situations I should have never been put in. A lot of my childhood is fuzzy, but the way it made me feel isn't fuzzy at all. I remember feeling scared. I remember feeling confused. I remember feeling like I had to stay quiet to keep the people I loved. And I remember learning way too early that adults could lie, manipulate, and hurt you, and then expect you to protect them. That was my normal. And if this sounds bad, trust me, this was only the beginning.